Fresh line. Check your phone and make sure everything's well. I'm for sure. We'll be live. All right. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahshua to the brother. Shalom. Yahweh Shemar Thumbai Shem Yahshua to the sisters. I'm priest and officer Paratazar, holding the class down. For priest and officer of 5,000 Azahar. People will be here soon. So we're just going to start the class and wait until you come in. Then I'll pass the class over to him. This is, you know what I'm saying, this is the Israelite School, University School Practical Knowledge, ISUPK. Start off at 1 West 125th Street under Commander Junior Yana. And since 1969, we've been teaching the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. They are God's chosen people. First of all, let's clap it up for the Lord. Once again, you know what I'm saying, this is the LASHAWAN QADASH, the Holy Tongue, the Hebrew class. Let's chop, you know what I'm saying, let's clap it up. You know what I'm saying? Since 1969, we've been teaching so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians to get back to our language. To get back to our language. You know what I'm saying? It's always, you know what I'm saying, you're going to feel better, you know what I'm saying, once we start speaking our own language. You know, and but you know, we've been in captivity. And we, you know what I'm saying, we got away from our culture. You know what I'm saying? We got away from our language. So now, you know what I'm saying, now, you know, since 1969, ISUPK have been teaching our people, you know what I'm saying, to come back to the Hebrew. The Hebrew is our tongue. You know what I mean? So now it's time to come back so we could talk to our God in our own language. You know what I'm saying? So right now we're going to start off, you know what I'm saying? We're going to start off with the, I'm going to have you write down the alphabets. Then we're going to go into the lessons. So right now, you know what I'm saying? Right now we have, the title of the class is, Can We Learn How to Count? Can we learn how to count? And that is the question. Can we learn how to count? And I'm talking about how to count in our own language. In our own language, can we learn how to count? In our own language, can we count to 5? In our own language, can we count to 10? That's the reason why, you know what I'm saying, and we have to do baby steps. Not only count, you know what I'm saying, not only counting, you know what I'm saying, we writing out, you know what I'm saying, we're going to write, you know what I'm saying, the word in our own language, in the LASHAWAN QADASH. All right? So that's what we're going to do first. I just want to start off with the alphabets, so the brothers and sisters can see the alphabet, to get familiar, and the newcomers, so on and so forth. All right? So we're going to start off with the alphabet, right? Sure. Only thing that you're going to put up there is the ancient Hebrew. The ancient one. You need it? Do I? All right. Sorry, Christ. So right now, write a little bit bigger so people can be able to see it. So they can see it. We want to make it clear. Because we're not doing a bunch. We're not doing the Syrian Hebrew. We're doing the ancient Hebrew. So make it big so everybody can see it. Let me get a 1 if you can see. Look. Matter of fact, don't put the list names there yet. Don't put the sounds yet. Don't put the sounds yet. And spread it out a little bit, Baba Kishal. Spread it out a little bit. Let me get a 1 right now. If you could, once you write it down, let me get a 1 if you can see that clearly. You can see it clearly. All right. Most High in Christ. Huh? We got ISUPK, Buffalo. Slow, what's going on? I'm going to see you soon. All right. Let me see here. We got Isaiah Doran. Oh, okay. I see you. I see Isaiah. No doubt. There you go. Nice. So everybody can see it. Most High in Christ. You can put it like a little bit more gaps, so because we're gonna use, he's just gonna use those letters. So he can just make it, you know what I'm saying, much gap as possible. Let's see. Son Christ. All right. Most High Christ, Most High Christ. All right, you do it good. All right, before you even write down the sounds, you're gonna point out which, you know what I'm saying, which sound is which. Okay, so you're gonna start from the first one. So don't write it yet. I just want you to just point out the sounds. All right.
Come on.
All right, go on. Okay. Speak loud. Speak loud. All right.
Ah, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, ha, ta, za, kwa, ra, sha, da.
All right. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give you a clap for Trooper LASHAWAN. All right. So now in English, write the sounds underneath the characters, Bob Bishop. And put a 2 in the chat if you could see that the sounds that's in English. If you can see those. All right. Most High Christ, sing it. All right. All right, Most High Christ. I'm gonna keep it up there. I'm gonna keep everything, the alphabets up there, so we can start learning how to spell the numbers. So we can start spelling the numbers. So I'm gonna keep, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it up there, and also for your notes. So write it down if you have to. I'll give you a couple minutes to write it down. Write it down. Okay. That's Dua. Sit down. Dua, I appreciate that. Sorry, Christ. All right. Clap it up for Trooper LASHAWAN. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. He's making notes. He got it down pat, the alphabet. You know, I remember at the beginning it was a little shaky, but he got it down. And that's what it is. It's just the baby steps. The more that you practice, the more that you see it, you start recognizing it. Now, he couldn't, you know what I'm saying? He didn't even know what these characters was. He didn't know how to get the sounds together. It took him a while. Now, he don't need the English equivalent. He already know what sound go to what character. So he already had it back down. You know what I'm saying? That, and that's what we teach. We teach Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians to learn how to speak, you know what I'm saying, our language. To learn how to speak our language. Now the characters, now you see these characters right here. You see a pa or I or tazar. You know what I mean? It's not, you know what I mean? It's not strange to him anymore. It's not strange to him anymore. I mean, and now, you know what I'm saying? Once you get familiar with it, you start spelling words in those characters. You start spelling words in those characters. You know what I mean? Only, you know what I'm saying? Only your people know what you're writing. You know what I mean? Only your brother and your sister know what you're writing. And that's what we want to get it to. So I'm gonna give you a little bit more time, because that's what we're going to do. Here. First word that we're going to learn, we're doing one. So right now, you know what I'm saying? Right now we're saying one. It's right here. Okay. That's one. Now the Hebrew word for one, is akkad. Akkad. Now look at, you know what I'm saying? Look at the point for reference right here. This is your point for reference. Akkad. Akkad. I'm gonna go through it. This is a, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, taza, qua, ra, sha, da. All right. So the first, right here, this right here, akkad. You know what I say? Give me, you know what I'm saying? Give me a 1 in the chat. If you can hear me, give me a akkad. You see? That's what we're going to do. When I say, then I say, if you could see, the English, the sounds of the characters, give me a shanya. Give me a shanya. That's what we're going to start doing. We're going to start practicing. We're going to make it practical. We're going to make it practical. So now the word is akkad. Akkad. So right now, akkad, because we write from right to left. Right to left. It's not English. It's right to left. So we want to say akkad. Akkad. So we're going to go right here. Akkad. 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 That's right there. Akkad. Look at your chart. Look at the chart. So you get familiar, you know what I'm saying, how to write it in Hebrew. In ancient Hebrew. Akkad. Akkad. That's for one. Akkad. Okay. All right. Yeah, young man Israel, what's going on? Shalom, Yahweh Shalom. All right, I see you. Right now we learn, you know what I'm saying? Right now the name of this class is, can we learn how to count? Can Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians learn how to count in their own language? Can we just count to 5 in our own language? Not the language, you know what I'm saying? Not the language of our, you know what I'm saying, of our slave master, but the language of God's people. Can we, you know what I'm saying? Can we just count to 5? Can we just say akkad? Can we say akkad, please? Akkad. Right here, akkad. Can we write it? Can we write it in our own language? You know what I'm saying? In our own script? Can we write it in our own script, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians? Can we write it? That's what we want to do. We want to write akkad in our own language. That's it. That's it. That's what we want to do. So this is 2. This is 1 right here. Akkad. Akkad. And make sure you have your connectors right here. So it's a cod. So these make, you know what I'm saying, this right here will make one sound, a cod. All right? You see here, who else is in there? HARLEM. Oh, I see you. A lot. Oh, okay. Y'all from Connecticut. I see you. Hold up. A cod. All right. Everybody have it? I get a couple more minutes. A cod. That's one. That's one right there. You know what I'm saying? And we make it practical. Think, you know what I'm saying? Think about starting to replace saying one in English and replace it with a cod. So let's say that you're working out or whatever, and you're doing push-ups. You do 1 push-ups. You know what I'm saying? And you count yourself. 1 push-up. A cod. You see that? A cod. If you throwing jabs, or you punching, you know what I'm saying? You hitting a heavy bag. You know what I'm saying? And somebody say, yo, you know what I'm saying? Throw a card. Then give a card. You know what I'm saying? Give me a card. Right there. That's equivalent to throwing a jab. You know what I'm saying? Give me a card. Boom. That's a jab right there. A card. Okay. I'm going to erase this right here. Everybody got it? Now we're going to go for 2. All right, we're gonna go for 2. So look at your chart. So 2, the word is shunya. Shunya. So we're gonna have. So we got this shun. All right. So sha. Right here is sha. But we got a sha. Shunya. So let's spell it right here. Shun. Ya. Shun. Wait, Slovakia. Shun. Ya. Right there. That's it. That's it right there. Shunya. 2. Shunya. You know what I mean? The first word was a cod. Now, you know what I'm saying? That was 1. Shunya. 2. Shunya. 2. See here. Olivia Arnold. What's 12 in Hebrew? We didn't make Olivia Arnold. We didn't make it up to the 12 yet. We're going to start off. We're going to learn from 1 and go up. So we didn't make it to 12 yet. And make it to 12 yet. Everybody going to be on one accord. So shun ya. 2. Shunya 2. Now we, you know what I'm saying? Now we count it. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not an arduous. It's not a hard task. Now start to replace. You know what I'm saying? Start to replace when you say 1 or when you say 2. You say akad shunya 1 2. You know what I'm saying? Little practice things like that. Because every day, you know what I'm saying? Every day we count something. So now instead of, you know what I'm saying? Instead of akad push up, now I'm doing shunya push up. Akad shunya, right there. Jumping jack. Akad shunya, right there. We keep it practical. Shunya. All right. So now we're going to go for 3. Now we're going to go to 3. Then you check it out. Just remember, look, use your chart. Here you go. Erase this. Now we're going to go for 3. And the Hebrew word for 3 is shalash. 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 Look at your chart. Look at your chart. Shalash. Use your chart. Shalash. 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 Then we got lash. Is it? Shalash. Want to spell it right now? Lash. Shalash. 3. You know what I'm saying? 3. Shalash. Now we got a 3-piece combination going on right here. On the practice, like I said, on the push-ups. You know what I'm saying? Hitting the heavy bag. Now we can do a 3. You know what I'm saying? Now we can do a 3-punch combination in Hebrew. We say it in Hebrew. All right? We say it in Hebrew. So, you know, you got a Echad, 1. You know what I'm saying? Shinya, 2. Then you got, you know what I'm saying? Then you got a Shalash, 3. So we make it practical. You know what I'm saying? Use it in your daily life. So like I said, instead of you say using the word instead of you using the English word a 1, you would use a cod. So instead of the English word you just say 3, you would use shalash. Shalash. All right. Everybody have it? Let's see here. See, as an officer, we must stay in one accord. All right, no doubt. All right. Unless I'm tripping. Shalash. 3. Shalash. Shalash. Now we're learning how to write it in words. Now we know how to write it. Now we know how to write 3, the word 3. Shalash. In Hebrew. In our ancient language. In our ancient language. All right. All right, I'm going to erase it. Now we're going to go to 4. Now we're going to go to 4. I'm going to go to 4. I'm going to go to 4. So the 4th word is Arabai. 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 Oh, it's locked. Move this to the side. All right there. Arabai. So, Arabai. Right there. Arabai. 4. Arabai. It's right here. Number 4. Arabai. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now we can count to 4 in Hebrew. Arabai. You know what I mean? Now we can count and write it down in our ancient language. In our ancient script. We can write it down in our ancient script. Arabai, 4. You know what I mean? 4. So let's say we're doing jumping jacks. Let's say we're doing the jumping jacks. You know what I mean? We're gonna say Echad, Shinya, Shalash, Arabai.
That's right.
You see how that? Keep it practical.
Yeah.
Keep it practical.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? To the fighters out there, you know what I'm saying? Akkad, Shinya. You know what I mean? You see it? Shalash, Arabai. You step to the side right there. 4-piece combination.
That's right. That's
You know what I
right.
mean? 4-piece combination. You know what I'm saying? Say, we're going to say those, you know what I'm saying? Throw some straights. But you know what I'm saying? The straight, you know what I mean? The straight is the 4. It's the 4-piece. So that's a straight punch. You know what I'm saying? Arabai, boom. Arabai, boom. Boom. That's the straight. That's what you say in English. It's equivalent to English.
So, okay. Young man Israel said 2 pieces of a biscuit.
That's right.
Oh, man.
That's right. And you would say it, you know what I mean? And you would say it in your language. You already know, 2-piece. Akkad, you know what I'm saying? Shinya, right there. That's the 2-piece. Akkad, Shinya. Give me a 1-2. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. So that's 4 right there. You got it? So I'm going to erase it. So, right here, so I have a question. It's not this one.
Yeah.
It's not this one, because I remember on my notes for 5. Now, 5 is, what is it, Kamash. Because it used to be, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, it's still Kamash.
Yeah, it hasn't changed. One time we said Kamshah because we was trying to compare it to Aramaic. But of course, people from the Aramaic languages don't speak the Hebrew. So we would never say it the same. So when I say Kamash, you know where I'm from. When they say Kamshah, you know where they from.
You know what I mean? And that's exactly what we're talking about.
Right.
I know him. I don't know what you're saying over here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's my brother. I recognize that. That's my brother. That's my sister. So right now we're going to erase it. Erase the 4. Then we're going to go to 5. Now we're going to go to 5. Look at the chart. Look at your chart. Look at your chart. Now we're going to go to 5. This is Kamash. 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 So we're going to say Ka. Remember, we are right from right to left. So Ka. Mash. Kamash. Kamash. That's 5. Now we know how to count to 5.
So that's correct. Your quarters are. It's okay, all right. The sister in the chat, Olivia Arnold. Everything is fine, all right. You don't gotta worry about none of that, all right. We'll get to the number 12, right? Your quarters are. You're a soldier. We understand you. You know what I mean? Soldiers hold to standards of a soldier.
That's right.
Your brother is militant. You know what I mean? And I understand it, right? But just Olivia Arnold didn't mean no harm by that. Your quarters are, right? So let's just be 12, all right? Don't worry about it, all right?
All
right, no sweat.
right. There you go. Kamash. Kamash. So we got Ka. Here we go. Ma and Sh. So it's Kamash. Kamash. So Kamash. All together. Kamash. And that's 5. Now, you know what I mean? The name of the class is, can we learn how to count? Can we learn how to count? Yes, we can. Because we just learned how to count to 5 now in Hebrew. We literally just learned how to count to 5 in Hebrew. Baby steps. Baby steps. Now we can go and start applying it. Now we can go on our fingers. And then now we can count our 5 fingers right here.
Right.
Now we can do it. Now we're saying right here, we got Akkad. Shenya, Shalash, Arabai, Kamash. Look at that. See that? Right there. I'm counting 5. I'm counting 5 right here. All right. Let's look at it. All right.
Good.
Okay. And so now I'm gonna pass the class over to priest and officer of 5,000 Hazahah.
All right. What's going on, everybody? All right. We got the young man Israel in the chat. We got the Shahwan always with us here. You know what I mean? We got the Protazar. You know what I mean? Laying it down. All right. So up to the number 5. Let me see that pen you're just using. See him right here. This one right here.
Yeah, the green one.
Okay. Okay. So just to ask how to say the number 12. I see you got it right there. Right. If I could use this for a reference.
Yes, sir.
For a second. Okay. So the diligent brothers, you know, the soldiers of the Most High in UPK, you know, they took wonderful notes. This is Protazar, right? You got the numbers down forever, right? So this is what we're gonna write on the board. On the write this on the board in Hebrew. As a matter of fact, Shahwan, you see your first time or you got it? Okay, I see Shahwan right down over there, writing some diligent. You know what I mean? Writing something over there with the diligence. Let me see what you got over there. Let me see the notes over there, Shahwan.
I'm up to 11, sir.
You up to 11? That's fine, because we have 5. Yeah. Bring it over here. Let me see that, man. Let me see how the priest in training got it written out, man. You know what I mean? With the Hebrew on the side there. You know what I mean? I'm showing you this to ask to I'm about to ask you to write it on the board. You know what I mean? We're gonna write it down to 20. Oh, we need somebody asked for the number 12. Shotgun.
I'm getting there.
You're getting there. Let me not stop you. Right? Let me not stop you. Right. In the meantime, I want to fill in some of the practice I did the alphabet. I just wanted to fill in what the syllables came from, right? Just to expand our vocabulary, to keep it with us, right, and to not forget vocabulary, right? All these words up here, they play a significant part in what we're going to read when we go into the scriptures in the Hebrew, all right? Okay, so I don't think we have enough room though. What I could do is I could move that down here, and then I could do that over there, right? So let me hold on. One second, y'all. Ka, we got la. Right, ka, la. Right, and then we're gonna go down to ma, na, sa, I, pa, taza. Okay. I'm gonna erase the kamash here, right? Practice, all right?
Come.
Okay. So we have some questions on there, practice, all right? We're gonna get them just in a second, all right?
I never even saw that.
Come. So the question is good, right? Everybody keep bringing them questions, all right? So for the Hebrew, we write from right to left, as practice always. He wrote the kamash from this way. The ka, the ma, and then the sha, right? Very contrary to how we write English, where we start with one letter, second letter, third letter, right? In Hebrew, we write from right 2 left, all right? So we're going to be right across this way, right? Right across this way, right across this way. And as you see, over here, I thought to continue down because I want to get the words in there, right? So A is for la, right? Ba is for ba, ya, right? Ga is for ga, mal, right? Da is for da, la, right? If you can see the pattern is saying that the sound of the word is the first syllable of the word that it came from. So all of these Hebrew characters, right? All of these Hebrew characters only have a sound based on the first sound of the word that it came from. Okay? And that's the key. All right? Let's get syllable, right? Let's get a dictionary, or let's get it on Google, all right? Let's pull up syllable on Google, right? So we can read the definition of a syllable. All right, and then we're gonna share it on the page, right? Syllable, SYLLA, right? BLE, right? Right. You got it?
Could you want a definition of a syllable?
Yeah, let's get the whatever the Google definition is right there at the top, right there. And you just read that. You know what I mean? Whatever it says, syllable. It's okay. All right?
Syllable word. Noun. An uninterrupted segment of speech consists of a vowel sound,
an uninterrupted segment of speech, meaning if I was to spell excuses, right? The first syllable would be X. But for me to sound out the sound of the letters individually in English, I would interrupt the X with and then X, right? Or can I see if I can get a better example? All right. So this word right here, right? The one is okay. We got samak, right? Samak means to establish. All right. Establish. Right. So establish. S, 1 syllable. Ta, 2 syllable. Blish is the third syllable. Right. Now for me to say blish, right? To sound it out by letters is ba, la, I, and then the sh will be together. right? So with that, I've made 4 sounds out of this one syllable. Ba, la, I, sh. I've interrupted in the middle of the syllable, right? When the syllable itself is the uninterrupted segment between the sounds of the English letters in English. Well, in Hebrew, we don't have that issue because we don't have vowels. So all the sounds in English can be interrupted around the partition of the vowel. 1 vowel, 2 vowel, 3 vowel, right? So interrupting the segment of the syllable, to interrupt it would mean to separate the vowel from the consonants. All right? The consonants are not vowels. Here are the vowels. A, E, I, O, U. You call these vowels, right? Right. Anything that's not that is called a consonant. Ba, ka, da, fa, ga, ha. Right? Ja, ka, la, ma, na. Right? Good. So now, a syllable is the uninterrupted segment, meaning you're saying whatever the stuff is, consonant and syllables together in a segment of one sound. All right? An uninterrupted segment of speech consisting of a vowel sound, a diphthong, or a syllabic consonant. Diphthong or syllabic consonant, right? With or without preceding or following consonant sounds. For example, I, sty like I, sty like bedside, right? Act or should. Should's got 6 letters in there, but should is only 1 syllable, right? These are English words of 1 syllable, coming from the word I let, right? Or stifle or enact and shouldn't. I let, stifle, enact, shouldn't are 2-syllable words. So I is 1 syllable. Sty is 1 syllable. Act is 1 syllable. Should is 1 syllable. I is 1 syllable. I let is 2 syllables. Sty is 1 syllable. Stifle is 2 syllable. Act is 1 syllable. Enact is 2 syllables. Should is 1 syllable. Shouldn't is 2 syllables. All right? Establish, 3 syllables. Right? Okay? So now every Hebrew character represents 1 syllable. Okay? Good. And in the first syllable of the word that each character represents, you take the first syllable, and that becomes the sound of that Hebrew character. All right? Good. So I wrote on the board, right? All the words, all the investigated alleged words that the Hebrew alphabet comes from. Okay? So beginning with Allah, I don't know if you can see, let me go a little closer. All right? They are the first syllables of the word they came from, right? We have the word alap. Alap is a cow. We have the picture of a cow. Alap. Ah. We have a picture of a tent. Right? The word for tent is bayath. Bayath. The first syllable of bayath is ba. The picture of the tent is now ba. We have gamal, which is a camel. The first syllable of gamal. I don't know if you can see it closer. Let me see if we can go just a little bit closer, right? All right. Let me bring this camera up just a little bit. All right, so. Okay. Parts are laughing like, oh, I can little Karen now. All right, all right, all right. Right up there, right? Good. Gamal, Gamal is to represent this camel's hump, right? It's right here, it's hovering in the air, right? This is to represent a camel's hump. Of course, they did all these Hebrew characters were not written like this initially, meaning in the beginning, but this was the development of the Hebrew by the Israelites up until the last recognized period of authority of the Israelites. All right? And we're picking up where we left off as we seek the old path, and we have to look for the advancements and to continue from where we left off as an empire, right? Right? So from Gamal, which is camel, you take the first syllable of Gamal, Ga. That's the sound of this character Ga. Same thing. Dalas is a door. It's a tent, a door of a tent. Right? First syllable of Dalas is Da. The sound is Da. Right? Hana, Ha. Wow, Wawa, Wow. Zayan, Za, Za. Right? Kawama. Oh, slack it. Wow is a fish hook, right? Zayan is a weapon, right? And Kawama is a fence, right? Now I'm thinking Kawama is probably from the word brown. Fences are always brown, could be. Walls are often brown too, often because they come from the dirt. Because Kawam, without the ah, without the ha at the end, right? Kawam is the word for brown, right? Kawam is the word for brown. Right? The first syllable of Kawama is Ka. So we say Ka when we see this. Tana'a is the word for basket. The first syllable of Tana'a is Ta. So when we see this, we say Ta. Yad, which is your hand, the picture is pointing to this part right here. All right? The first syllable of Yad is Ya. So when we see this, we say Ya. Kap, which is this part of your hand right here. Right? Kap. Your palm of your hand. The first syllable of Kap is Ka. When we see this, we say Ka. Lamat, which means learn. Right? This is a figure of they call it a goad. It's like a little stick that they would instruct the cows where to go. And then you would take the stick and you would teach people how to farm with the stick. You would take the stick and instruct. Very similar to how it later developed to become the stick. Like they use an orchestra and they do this. And they'll tell the people, hey, all right, rise it up in tempo, bring it low, quiet it down, and they'll instruct with this thing, or you point to a board with a stick, with a little stick that was developed from what they call it gold, a little stick, right? That was initially used to navigate cows and stuff such like, right? And this was how they taught people how to learn. Lamad means learn. The first syllable of Lamad is La. Okay? Good. Right? We got the light from the computer in the way. Let me just bring this down so I can block out the light of the computer. Okay? Okay. Here we go. Mayam, which means water. Right? Water. For the lack of space, I just set it up here, but down here I'm gonna write it up. Right? Water. The one means sprout. Right? Ayan is your eye. Pa is your mouth. And Tazad is side. Okay? So for the word for water, mayam, first syllable is ma. When we see this, we say ma. Nawan, which means sprout. This is a picture of a seed sprouting its roots. The first syllable of nawan is na. When we see this, we say na. Likewise, samak. The first syllable of samak. Samak, the picture is a flag. And this flag was used to establish your domain on a new place. All right? The first syllable of samak is sa. When we see this flag, we say sa. Ayan. The first syllable of ayan is I. In English today, we still call it I. When we see this figure, we say I. Right? Pa, which means mouth. The first syllable of pa is pa. When we see this, we say pa. Tazad. Right? Tazad. The first syllable of tazad is that tazah. The thing means sides. When we see this, we say tazah. There's been some speculation about the tazah. This tazah is the same tazah where they get the TZ from, or the TS in General's Toso chicken. Right? They say toso, like how we say tazah, but of course, in the languages they come from, they don't say toso. It's like probably in our languages, this would have been one syllable also, where we would have had to put a T and a Z sound together. And that T and a Z sound together would make like a sa sound. The book over there, the school recommended book, it said puts the T and the S sound together. Likewise, same thing, right? And you get the word side out of the same word tazad, right? This word, right? These two words are the same thing, right? It's like me writing this. Side. That side, sad. You know, if I took the A out here that we're privy to in English, right? You know, it would be like sad, side, right? It's very much the same thing, right? Of course, these are characters that are not some of these characters like the tazah and the ka are not things that we're privy to in English. All right, they have sounds that are not available in English. So of course, with the development, being newborn again, you know, the baby steps, we've written tazah, right, as a stage of development, so you can kind of understand how this word is to be sounded, right? When you go into the Bible, a lot of names that they give with tazah, the King James version would just write a Z, because it has like a Z sound. Sa. You gotta think of in your mouth. In your mouth, when you say ta, think of where the tongue touches the roof of your mouth. Ta. You practice right now. You say ta. Say ta. Right? But you think of where is the tongue touching in the roof of your mouth to create the sound ta. Then you think of za. And you just say za. And you think of where the tongue is touching in the roof of your mouth to create the za sound. Now, this figure right here is made of your tongue touching an area in between where your mouth would make a ta and a za sound. If that makes any sense to anybody, right? Okay, so if you want me to make a diagram, I will, right? If you want me to, all right? Why not, right? Okay, so let's get a mouth, right? Let's get a tongue, right? Am I drawing the tongue correctly? I'm not sure how the tongue is underneath. I know in science, the tongue doesn't go back, it goes down, right? And then you have the gums here, and you probably have some teeth here, right? So if I say ta, the tongue Can they see this? We meant to write it bigger, right? Let me write a bigger mouth. Let me write a paw. Let's write a big paw. Here's a paw. Right? That's the figure paw right in Hebrew, right? And then I need to go create the roof of the mouth with the gums and everything. Let's get the gums. Right? And we're gonna put gums down here. And then we're gonna put some teeth right here. Some teeth right here. Put a shaw right there. Upside down shaw right there. And then we're gonna have the tongue. Right? The tongue. Okay? We'll bring this down a little more, the gums of the mouth. Just a little bit so we can make this right in our example. Trying to think of how my tongue, the top of the roof of my mouth, I'm trying to see it feels like a curvature like this. Right? And there's like a little roof here. Right? And then there's a shaw right here, or some teeth. That shaw right here. The shaw I'm talking about is this shaw right here. Shaw, which means teeth. Okay. All right. So this whole thing is the paw. This tongue right here, right, is the lashan. Lashan is your tongue. You can write that lashan. That's where we get the word LASHAWAN from. The Y in LASHAWAN is to say like the thing that your tongue is doing. Your tongue talks. Your tongue is a language. We speak with an English tongue. The next man speaks with a French tongue, and then another man speaks with a Spanish tongue. And today we call that language. Lang in itself is French for tongue. Lang. In language. I believe in Spanish, if you ever had lenga is the beef tongue. Right? Okay. Good. And then we got the shan. Okay. The shan, if I'm making the arrow visible. Right? The shan is your teeth. Okay. Good. Now to make the T, right? Ta, the tongue touches right to this point right here. Ta. The flat part, right? If I'm not mistaken, I don't know if it was to y'all. Right? So it's like right between the teeth and the top I'm trying to feel it, right? If y'all can feel it yourself, just think of where the T sound touches the roof of your mouth. So let me write the diagram a little better as to how I can feel it right now as we're going along. There's like a flat ceiling part underneath the roof of your mouth, and the tongue touches right there in the groove between the teeth, right in between the teeth and the roof of the upper gums, right? So it hits right here. Remember a little star here, right? So you can see what we're talking about, right? So this part right here is the T sound, right? This part that we're pointing to right here. I hope we're not writing too much on the board. Getting everybody confused. Pointing to the teeth and pointing to the tongue, right? Tongue is lashan, tongue, right? Pa is your mouth, right? We got it over here, right? Pa is mouth. Right, so let me erase the pa so you don't get confused. Let me erase the lashan so you don't get confused. Right, as I've been in many classes myself, and in many classes, if there's too much going on, it occupies the mind, and you walk away learning nothing. And then we'll have a conversation about tongue tonight. Anybody like, oh yeah, that part of the class it was heavy. What did I say? I can't remember. How you know it was heavy? I don't know, because I liked it at the time. It was nice to watch, and then I forgot it. You don't want to do that, right? We want to retain the thing that we're learning here, right? So we got the ta sound when the tongue touches the part of the mouth that connects to your teeth, right behind your teeth, right in the groove in the middle. Now the za, there's a curvature right here. Right? This curvature right here. The tongue touches this curvature right here. Right? It's another section right behind where the tongue touches the area to make the ta sound. A little back on the bend of the roof of your mouth. Your tongue touches that part to say za. And it doesn't even touch it. It vibrates on it. Now between there, the ta and the za, is an area, this flat part right underneath. You want to get to that flat part right there. Can you see on the board or no? Am I writing too crazy? Am I writing? Should I write a bigger diagram?
Nah, sir.
You sure? Because from here, it looks like I'm writing nothing. It's like I'm writing a bunch of scribbles.
No. See, when you're explaining the roof and
Yeah.
the teeth, that's where the tongue goes.
Okay, so when I look up close, as Precious was showing me, when I look up close to the thing that Precious was showing me, it makes sense. Right? So I'm gonna leave it here, right? Okay, so let me erase this part right here, right? So that's the T sound, and that's the Z sound, right? And in between, there's an area right there in the middle. That's the area you want to get. This part right in the middle, right? The T and the Z sound is created right there, in not where the T is, not where the Z is. If I say ta za, I'm saying ta here and za here. But the flow of what we see is that it is created, all these Hebrew character sounds are created in one syllable. Right? So ta and za. Okay? Right there. Now, so now we got a book. Hold on. We have our favorite book. All right, Biblical Hebrew and textbook and workbook, text and workbook. Right. This is from Yale University. Is there anybody online talking crap about why we don't use vowels?
Nah.
Okay, so we're not gonna go into it today because we go into that every week, right? In Hebrew, we don't use European vowels, all right? Good. Right here on the same book, right? Page. Can you see it? Page 1. Right? Page 1. All right. They explain what certain Hebrew characters, how they are sounded. Okay. And for the Tazah, it says is most closely approximated in English by the sound of TS, which is what I wrote right beside the word side. I wrote the word side, SIDE, and I put a T right in front of it as an example. Right? And it says TS as in when you say hits. Okay? Hits. So of course hits is not used with 2 syllables, it's used in 1 syllable. And there's a part of your mouth that the tongue touches the roof to make that sound. That you said all your life that you never paid attention to. You know, it just wasn't needed in English, but in Hebrew, you know, it will need to be utilized, all right?
So I have a question from the young man.
Okay.
Young man Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Just have a question about the ancient Hebrew, the sa.
Yeah.
So he's saying, let me see here. Do the 3 lines have to be the same size, or it don't matter as long as there is 3 lines?
Okay, so referring to the star over here, we're talking about this. Naturally, you're not going to. If someone writes it with all lines correct measurement or not, please don't beat him up. Do not give him 2 pieces and a biscuit. You got they got the star wrong. You wrote it wrong, right? But that's like stuff like that. That's handwriting stuff, right? So of course, Practice's alphabet sheet over here, right? You got in the Assyrian, right? You have the regular Assyrian, the official Assyrian, and then you have the handwritten version, where the handwritten is not always going to be as legible or as perfect as the official standard of the writing, right? Okay, so if someone writes "I perfect" here in the Assyrian, and they write a little curved in the handwriting, don't get mad and beat him up and say you wrote your I wrong, right? Okay, stuff like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? As long as you can make out what he's saying, whatever he's writing, just be able to interpret. Without the right interpretation, then we'll have miscommunication. Right? If he writes a star with perfect lines, with measurements or not, it's fine. They're both fine. All right. Always meet your brother on middle ground in things. Right. That's something that General Kabbalah taught me. Right. Meet your brother on middle ground. Right. So when you can agree, then there's no fighting. But if little things that we're gonna say no, then we're not gonna be friends. We're gonna be offended at the other one's opinions of nothing. You know what I mean? The things that are just not, they don't determine whether you live or die. You know what I mean? Not referring to that to young men Israel, but I get what you're saying, right? But to your answer, it doesn't matter, right? Should people try to make them perfect? Yeah, try to write good, right? Try to have the best handwriting in the world. So much so that we can hire you to write government papers with the type of handwriting you will have, right? Do not write sloppy. Do not write in chicken scratches. Do not write in a way where the reader is not legible to the reader, right? So of course, if someone doesn't write it as they're writing, right? Just don't fault the brother. You know what I mean? And we should live in peace. You know what I mean? Good. All right. You understand that, right?
We also have another question. We just popped it up. It says, "Slocky, sir, you might have lost me in shun."
Shun. Okay. Who said that?
Young man Israel.
Young man Israel. Okay. I just had the pen. I always do this all the time. I do this with the remote at home too. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Nope, in my pocket. Just like where the remote always is. All right. You ever lost your phone? Yeah, man, your phone be lost right there in your pocket, man. You know what I mean? Okay, good. So, Shah. Right? Shah. Right? The Shah is from the word Shan. Shan is the word for teeth. Singular tooth is the word for tooth. Right? The first syllable. Okay, the first syllable of Shan, Shana, right? The first syllable sound, right, is the Sha right here. Right? This is a picture of two sharp front teeth. That's how we wrote it. All right? Shan is the word. Sha is the sound of this character when we see it. Right? Sha, all right? Okay, good. All right, if that's okay, right? Give me the old questions. What's going on from the beginning? Olivia Arnold, shalom, sister. How Shemata about Shemishai? Good to see you, sis. I ain't heard from you in a while. I'm saying good to see you back, sis. Welcome back, all right? Oh, 12. Oh, snap. So we got
Well, we didn't make it to 12.
We didn't make it to 12, okay, all right? You know what I mean? We got out of breath on the way to stop. You know what I mean? Not breath, but breath are the martial arts keys. I got tired of the way. You know what I mean? You know what you do? You wanna to this thing again.
Pendo killed the beat. I don't know who somebody need to hear this.
Okay. All right. Everybody here still with me? All right. We lose somebody? We'll stand Christ, man. I mean, technical difficulties. Don't worry. You know what I mean? The school is growing. With that, we'll get bigger and better buildings, equipment, everything, right? Good. In the meantime, do with what we have. Forge ahead, like the brothers in the past said. All right. So, short one. We're gonna write from 6 to 12, right? For now, right? Because we trusted out. We did the first 5. Akkad, Shanya, Shalash, Arabai, Kamash. All right. Good. The video started talking.
Yeah, we'll go back.
Trooper Iwar Palad. What does your name mean? Iwar Palad. Isaiah Darden, what's going on? Shalom. If you can hear and see, put 1W. Let me just get a 1W in the chat. 1. I'm not gonna make the finger letters, but we're supposed to not do that no more. Yeah, there's a scripture that said we shouldn't do that. That's one of the curses that came onto us to do all that.
Sign language.
Yeah.
This is W for sign language.
What's the W for sign language? This is the W for sign language. This is not a gang sign, all right?
It's W and we.
It's a W and we. Or water. Water. So, water. Say it again. Do it again. Like this.
Water.
Oh, water. Water. All right. Come on. Okay. A one. How say 1 in sign language? This.
Yeah.
1 W.
Exactly.
In sign language. Put that in the chat if you can both see and hear on this video. Huh?
That's the one. 1 and 2 and 3.
So 1, 2. Did like this?
Yeah.
Like rock stars, stuff like that?
Never use one hand. Yeah. And you know, you do that 6, but you go like this. You use and do. Then you go like that.
What's that?
6.
6.
Yeah, 6. Because you only do one hand.
So what's the 7?
Yeah, exactly.
You learn.
8. Yeah, exactly.
8.
9.
9. No, it's not. This at 5.
Yeah, you know that.
Ten. Oh, I have no. Missing a W in the Mawana. There's a W right here. A Y. Shemawana.
I've heard that one before. They also taught it this way in class, at the other class. So that's why.
Fine, that's fine. Leave it like that. If someone's, yeah, go ahead, that's fine.
I'm not sure because, you know, I understand your way.
Mm-hmm.
You taught it that way.
Mm-hmm.
The other people, they taught it like this, Shamana. So that's a question I still have on that.
Oh, I was taught to say, I was taught to put W in there.
Okay, so you're saying.
But I've seen that before. But I've taught that 8 is. I've seen that with like if I go to like 28 or something like that. I'll see that. I've seen both of them, and I don't know the difference between the instances. But I just want to make sure that if you say Shamana, I know what you mean, right? But you say Shamana, Shamauna, without the writing, with me and you just talking, Shamana and Shamauna will come out to dialect. You know what I mean? It's like how you say in Puerto Rican Spanish, they say calle, but then you go to Dominican Republic, they say calle, right? Which one is right or wrong? They're both Spanish. It's just dialect, you know what I mean? Writing, yeah, man. You know, we gonna kill over some writing, man. We gonna should have died over some writing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Everybody coming back. You know what I mean? That's good. You wanna put 20 at the bottom. 20. Put 20 and put 20, 30, 40, and then put 100, and then put 1,000.
I don't know 1,000.
All right, okay. Let's put 20.
I got up to 100.
20, yeah, 20,
Okay.
30, 40,
20,
and then 100.
30, 40.
I quarters are you. I see you. Listen, I see you tomorrow morning. Quarters. What time y'all gotta leave from Buffalo, man? As a matter of fact, don't say that, right? But your quarters are, man. Yeah, man. We're gonna see you tomorrow, man. Most Saint Christ, man. You know what I mean? Big Camp Harlem tomorrow, right? June the 8th. Back on and popping. You know what I mean? When was the last time we had camp? The last time we ain't had camp since the Israel Gaza thing started. You know what I mean? The hot minute. It was winter for a while. You know what I mean? Huh? Protesters everywhere. Yeah, man. We ain't had camp since probably North Carolina. We went out to North Carolina during Purim. Yeah, man. Damn right. You got preachers and topics. Damn right. Say, hey, requests are same. I got precepts for years. I got precepts that I'll probably never ever get to. By the way, you know what I'm saying, brothers coming up, man. You know what I mean? You know, you want a certain breakdown, man? Hit me up, man. You know what I mean? I copy and paste them to you. My notes is in Google Keep. You know what I mean? Google Keep. So if I lose my phone, I just I just sign in another phone and I got a million pieces right there. You know, all kind of topics: fake Israelites, demons. You know what I mean? Pork, sisters that won't shut up, Christian sisters that think they know everything. Want to teach you what God said 5 minutes ago. I got pieces for all that. Of course, from the UPK. And none of that from me. The Bible is for sure from none of us. You know what I mean? Or the UPK. You know what I mean? This is where it all comes together. And we're gonna display that tomorrow, Harlem, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, at the corner of Malcolm X Boulevard and 125th Street, Harlem, New York. You know what I mean? The main meeting ground, being the meeting ground forever since the Black Panther days. It's been the meeting ground right there, Malcolm X Boulevard and 125th. Since Marcus Garvey days, it's been the meeting ground, Malcolm X Boulevard and 125th. You know what I mean? Come on. You know, it's all love. It's all love out, you know what I mean? I'm right, man. Brotherhood, man. You know what I mean? Okay, good. I think there's the hate that goes down here. That ma'ah. I see why I wrote like that, but the ma'ah, right?
I've also seen as ma'af.
Ma'af, right. So you see it as ma'ah, right? But when it's usually written, it's written as ma'af. You know what I mean? Okay. Where this R right here, this R right here, and then we gotta get one of these over here. So I was supposed to just put the H there. I just wrote what I was
like that.
Yeah, like another H.
I know that would make it more clearer because I was wondering how to write this. Was it just this, or I initially put this in my notes?
Yeah.
And then I erased it. I'm like, I'm not sure which one it was.
There you go, and that's why we write like this because this is the indicator of how we write it in the Hebrew here.
That'll definitely explain them to do that part.
There we go. But good job, all right? Come on. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, good. So the question for Olivia Arnold, I know she left. Right, Olivia Arnold left. Right. You know. With the wicked flee, maybe she's wicked. I don't know, sister, right? Olivia Arnold is a sister, and all sisters are welcome. Okay, and for brothers who come in, or brothers that's here already, you know what I mean? If a sister act up in the classroom, there's a protocol for that. A sister act up in the chat, let her act up. We'll adjust her in the class. All right, questions in the chat. Those questions are for the class. All right. Let's not have cross teachings, right? And let's have everything on one accord. The one accord is from your device to me. That's the one accord we're gonna have in here. All right. Good. Right. Okay.
So we have a question that just came in. Say, Salaki, how do we say 20? That's I see the brother in a long time. Ahava.
Big up Ahava, man. You know what I mean? What's going on? Ahava from Atlanta, right? Georgia. Big up to Ahava, man. You know what I mean? For sure. How do you say 20? 20 right here. Aisharium. Okay. 10 is Aishara. 20 is Aisharayum. Right? So 10, we got 10. No. Brothers are put me on just now. 10. Sign language. Right? 1. Right? If I put the 2, brother, if I put the 2, they're gonna say I'm Illuminati, I'm a Freemason. But in sign languages, right? They do this. 1, 2, and it's 3. Right? 4. Well, I'm UPK. You can't say nothing about me. I don't care what you say about me, right? And then 5. Right? And then 6. So this is 5 and this is 1. 6 in sign language, right? And then 7. No, slug it. 7. First, I'm asking you, slug it.
Yeah.
You got to be like this.
Same thing, yeah, just repeat it.
Okay, so 7, and then 8. This is woo, man. You know, this is Brooklyn, Canarsie, woo. With Pop Smoke and the gang, Pop Smoke. Never mind. Right, right. And then 5 and 4 is 9, and then 10. Good. So Aishara is 10. There's a rumor on the street that Chris Brown is doing sign language while he's dancing, and people who are deaf, they turn the bass loud and shake up all the neighbors and watch the video and the beat, and they're talking, and he's doing the, you know what I mean? And you know, he's doing this.
If I may,
yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Oh yeah, this is yes.
Yeah, this is yes.
This is yes. Oh snap, good. Now, I mean, okay, this is yes. I say no.
Huh? You saying that yet?
No.
No.
Okay, good.
So like I said, I know we covered this earlier.
Oh yeah.
8 again, could you say it was Shama Nawa? Is that where's the W go?
No, it'll be right
Shama,
between the ma and the na.
So Shama Wa Na.
Yes.
Shama,
but the ma and the wa will be connected because remember you're counting. So these are things that flow of the tongue. You know what I mean? Akkad, Shanya, Shalash, Arbai, Kamash, Shasha, Shabai, Shamana, Tashai, Aishara. You know what I mean? So when you get down to specifics and we learn a language, of course, we're going to say things, you know, in one syllable sectors. But then at the end of the day, you know, when we're talking, things flow. We don't say, do you know what I mean? We say, nah, man. In Jamaica, we don't say, what is going on? We say, wagwan. We don't spell out what is going on. We say, wagwan. We don't say, what is up? We say, what up? Yeah.
Shama Wa Na.
There you go. That's how the rest is right there, right? And then in the you take out the A right here in the English. It's Shamauna. Shamauna. You know what I mean? And the bar. Okay. Shaman is oil. Right? Shaman is oil. Like the oil that we have. Now I don't know if it has any relevance to the number 8. I don't know. Not that I know I wasn't taught of that, I wasn't notified or anything like that, but shaman is oil. Right? Shaman. When oppressors go to some place and they want to go to like a witch, they will go to a shaman. I don't know what language that word shaman is from, but I do know that if you ever knows, everybody in the world that wants to be spiritual, they gotta have something from the Israelites, just some way, somehow. They're just gonna take the Israelites culture from long ago, because you know we are magical. We heal dead people, you know what I mean, and fix blind people's eyes, and we split the Red Sea, you know what I mean, and we turn sticks into snakes, you know what I mean, and we take a rock and turn it into a fountain in the middle of the desert, you know what I mean, and we call chicken from heaven and call it manna, you know what I mean. Okay. Shabai, Shemana, Tashai. So good, right? So we started with Arabai. We started with Akkad, Shanya, Shalash, Arabai, and then we have Kamash. And then we have Shah. And then we have Shabai. Oh, by the way, Shash is linen. Shash is linen, right? So With the connectors separated, it says number 6, shasha. With the connectors together, it's linen. Oh, they can't see, right? Shush. Shush is linen, like linen in clothes, right? That's one of the one of the favorite fabrics of the Israelites in the Middle East, because you can be fully clothed, and you'll feel as if you're not clothed. You feel like you're wearing nothing when you wear linen, all right? Good. Shabbai is 7. Shabbai is where the word Sabbath came from. Shabbai is where the word Sabbath came from, all right? Okay? Shamana. Shamauna. Shamal. Shamauna. Shamal.
So like I said, I have another question.
Okay. What's the question looking like?
Question is from ISUPK Connecticut, the lad.
Yeah.
And he said, let's look real quick. He said, Salakia, Quatazayman, how come 20 isn't Shun Ya Yum? Shun Ya being 2.
Mm-hmm. Because we didn't make it up. Right? Because it's just not, I don't have an explanation for that. I didn't make it up. We go into a book. Let's get see if we can, someone reach me a Tanakh back there. Let's get a Tanakh back there, right? Trooper shot one, right? Right. It's like this because this was just how it was in the past, right? What I'm gonna do right quick.
Like I said, this connector would be down these two.
Yeah, fix this for me, Bubble Shot. Slap that. Okay. Genesis 18 and 31. This is a scripture that Jeremiah went over last night. Right, Genesis 18. Mm-hmm. $18.31. Slovakia 31. 18.31. Okay. So we are in the book of Genesis. Oh, you got it there? Good. Okay. You sharing the page? Share so they can see it. So they can see it. All right. There we go. Oh yeah. Just press add page. Go to the page right there. Yeah. There you go. Add the stage. There we go. I'll make it bigger. Next. Yeah. There we go. So if you look at here, right? Let me catch up there with you. In the English, it would say, and he said, I venture. No, this is not the King James Version. So let me get the King James Version for you. And it says, and he said, does it say Waya Amar in the beginning? What did it say over there? Waya Amar, right? Waya Amar. Hana means behold. Right? Right? And he said, remember we teach that Hana means behold, right? And it's a now. Now is Na'ah. That now is from Na'ah in Hebrew. Right? Right? And it says, Waya Allah. Click on that. Click on the blue writing above it. No, the blue one above it. The blue number above it. 2974. Go to another page, right? What does that say down there? And it says, Okay, so it came from venture, right? I have taken upon me to speak unto the Lord peradventure, right? Go back to the Hebrew, Baruch. Okay. La the bar, al. Okay. So the English from the Hebrew, they wrote it a little bit. They wrote it backwards for the English. So the English is backwards. The Hebrew is the one that's right. Okay. We know that la means two as a preposition. You can point to as we go along. La, the one after that, one before that. Right. The first letter la, that means two, and then the bar means speak. Right. And then the next word is al, that means onto. Right. Scroll down. Right. So we got onto right here, to speak onto. So then this one right here, if you're looking at sharp one, right? That why you're out of the top is all of this. I have taken upon me. You see what I'm saying? And then onto with the al, and then adanya. Adanya is Lord. Or the Yazma Adan is Lord. Like how we say Adawan, the root word is Adam. That's Adam to say Lord, right? Then Awalia again. No, that's not the same one. That's Awalia, right? It says suppose. That's right here will be peradventure. Okay? And what was that? What's that after that? Ya ma taza awan. Taza'a is out. Ma taza'a is find. Right? And then ma taza'a one is talking about something that's named after being found. Ya at the beginning of that same ya mataza'a one, that ya is to say it or he. Right? So we're referring to something, right? That be found. Sham. It says sham, but that doesn't mean there. That means name. Right? That Aisharayam right there, that's 20. Not Shanyayam. Aisharayam. Right? 20 found there. Right? Keep reading. Why Amar? And he said, and he said right here. Right? Not. La'a means not. Ashakath is there to say destroy. And then Ba means in. What's that word right there? I bar or I bar. Right? It says for the sake. I bar usually means was that past? Right, for the sake. So if I say, oh, this guy was a good guy, he did something that gave him the reputation of a good guy. Something in the past. So for the sake of him is for something that he did in the past. Right? And then for ha, Aisharayam. Ha is the, and then Aisharayam is the 20. Right? So in the English, you see it's written a little different in the English. Right? But it's made to be legible in English. But the standard of Hebrew is slightly different. But that's how we pick it up. You know what I mean? Just like that. You know what I mean? The one I'm shot one.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
One other question I had.
Yeah.
Akkad. I've seen it spelled like this without the H in the English. Is that correct or not? Or should it be AH?
We would write it in AH.
An AH?
Right? If you see it written without the AH, it's because someone is going by English. But likewise, you will have errors in other scenarios in how to spell it in the Hebrew. Right? So Hebrew comes first. Some brothers doing this and change up the English.
Right.
They're thinking English first, and they can have errors there. We write it with a standard for that H there, right?
Well, it should be AH.
Yeah, put a H there, just to keep things in a medium of transliterating it, to translate it, easily convert it. A, ka, da. Right? There we go, right? So there's no confusion. The system that we're using here has worked. So we don't want to change that. You know what I mean? Con, absolutely. You know what I mean? So there's no with the system that UPK has created, when any brother writes their name and they have the A's in a certain place and the H in a certain place and everything in a certain place, I know how to write it in the connectors perfectly. And we don't want to change that. We don't want no confusion. You know, just keep the same thing going. All right? Okay? Good. Now, going up into the teens, we can see the pattern, right? We have the number and then 10. Right? The number and then 10. Right? We want to check that again. Right? Shanyam. That might be from a certain instance of where I was pulling from, but we're going to say Shanyam. Right? Let's just remember the standard, right? Just keep a protocol in our mind, right? So we started from the top. Akkad, Shanya, Shalash, Arabai, Kamash, Shasha, Shabai, Shamana, Tashai, Aishara, right? With all 10, right? Aishara, right? Aishara, right? Good. Aishara. Akkad, Aishara. Shanya, Aishara. Shalash, Aishara. Arabai, Aishara. Kamash, Aishara. Shasha, Aishara. Shabai, Aishara. Shamana, Aishara. Thashai, Aishara. Aisharyam, 20. Okay? Aisharyam, Shalashyam, 30. Arabayam, 40. Kamashyam, 50. Shashayam, 60. Shabayam, 70. Right? And then it goes without W. It says Shamanayam, 80. Thashayam, 90. Ma'ah, 100. Alawap, 1,000. That same word alawap in general is the same alawap to say 1,000. Because a general in an army rules over thousands of men. Right? Good. Okay? Yeah.
So 11 through 19, we actually say Aishara and not Aishar.
Yeah, no, we never say Aishar. From what I know, we never say Aishar. If a brother said that, it's okay. Brothers will make mistakes. I might make a mistake.
So this is
please don't kill me.
This is the correct.
That's the correct. The same Aishara is the same Aishara here. To say 1 and 10.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean? Yeah, 1 and 10, 2 and 10, 3 and 10. Right? It's very similar to how we say 4 and a dozen. Just think of how they speak in Old English. Right? He had 1 and 10 boots. He had 5 and 10 sneakers. He had 7 and 10 whatever. You know what I mean? 1 and 10, 2 and 10, 3 and 10. Right? Akkad Aishara, Shanya Aishara, Shalash Aishara, Arabai Aishara, Kamash Aishara. Alright?
Wow.
Underbar. So good.
That makes so much more sense. It's just simpler. So all those other changes is like it didn't make sense to me. Like, why are you dropping the A when 10 was Aishara?
It's all right. It's all right. No. Nobody has any intention of changing anything. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened. Don't worry about it. It's okay. You know what I mean? And we all trying to get this together. You know what I mean? And don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Okay. What's next? How much time we got? What for the time?
We got
I am underslept. I am underslept. You know what I mean? Dum. By the way, Atadabai. This is your Atadabai. Atadabayam. All right. Ma'a. The 3 sounds in Hebrew. Ma. And ma'a. Ma-a. Ma means of. Ma means what. And ma'ah is the same 100 that we just had on the board, right? 100. Okay? Why am I putting this on the board? We did some exercises, I believe, last week. We should do exercises again today. We should do exercises at the end of every class. Let's find something to say. Let's think of something to say. Someone online, your large, your quarters are, brothers, anywhere. Give us something to say. How many, I want to say, how many of something do you have? If anybody has anything else they would like to learn to say as a phrase, we can do that, right? But I want to say how many. What can we say, Professor? What can we say? We have camp tomorrow.
Relating to
we don't know the Hebrew word for battery, so we can't say how many camp batteries do you have, right? You know what I mean? But what can we say? Professor, make it in mind. What can we say? How many? Go ahead.
So it's like what you was pointing out, Atazabai.
Your fingers.
Your fingers.
Yes. Atazabai. Atazabai. Let me write down the board somewhere. Atazabai. Oh, here's something that brother make mistakes all the time, right? And it's not really a mistake, but this comes with the mistake on how to write connectors that come all the time, right? I'll see on Facebook, it don't gonna be the exact example, but someone will say the name is Sham for Shamai, right? Shamai, right? Meaning that it gives the impression that this is together and this is separate. Not separate, but not connected with the connector, right? So of course, Shamai, right? We write it big. Sha, Ma, and I, right? Sham together, you're connecting this and separating this. If they can see, can you see?
Yes. See it over there.
Okay, you can see it over there. Let me go a little closer, right? So when someone writes Shamai like this, right? It gives off the impression, based on the standard that we have in the school, it gives off the impression that the connector is written like this. This connector is wrong, right? The connector is actually this, like this, Shamai. Based on what I was taught, you know what I mean? Based on what I was taught, you know what I mean? So when I write like this now, Sha-ma, that A right here gives me a signal, right? A signal that the ma is connected to something else. Sha-mai, right? If that helps for anything to be kept in unison, you know, to easily convert the English into Hebrew characters at any time, right? This is what has been done. This is how we've been taught to write the Hebrew words, right? So forth, all right? Good. Atazabai is finger, right? Finger. Tazabai. Tazabai, right? 4 Hebrew characters, right? Tazabai. Tazabai, right? Ba, Tazabai, right? These are Atazabai, right?
So I have one more question. It's probably the last one.
Okay, last question, and then we're gonna.
Yeah, but it's the same brother, Yalad.
Okay.
He said, okay, ISUPK, home of the truth. How do you say that?
Okay. How do we say home? How do we say truth? Here's the easiest way to know how to say truth from knowing other brothers' names. We have Captain Devar Amath. We have General Fabal Amath. We have Officer in Connecticut, Gabar Amath. What other Amath we got out there? We got the brother that's in school. Well, I didn't say brothers that's in school names. We have Amath Gapan in Texas, right? Who else? There's a ton of brothers like Amath. You know, we have in Albany, right? We got Amath Rakar in Albany. Amath Rakar. Amath is to say truth or truth. Okay. So you want to say home of the truth. Now I'm going to put this in the formal sense. In the formal sense, the formal sense gets a little crazy, right? In the formal sense, the way you write things in this formal sense, right? In the regular sense, we will say of, and we wouldn't say the. In the formal sense, we're gonna say the, and we're not gonna say of, right? I know, trust me, I know, but I didn't make it up. This is, as a matter of fact, let's get a title, right, in the Bible, right? Let's get what can I get a title? I gotta think of where some titles are in the Bible. Off the top. Let me get the Tanakh over there again, right? Not the JPS Tanakh. Give me the regular black Tanakh. Where it says, oh, it's over here. It's over here. Right? Look. Yeah, so I got this one right here. That's the JPS Tanakh, by the way, right? It says JPS on it. This one right here is good. There's one over there that's just like this too, right? Okay. I don't see here. Let me see that. If you see another Tanakh over there that does not say JPS on it, let me know, right? Anyway, let me go ahead with what I was taught, right? Home, bayat. Home is bayat. Right? Bayat. Right? Of the is speaking English. We're not trying to speak English. We're not trying to make English Hebrew. The same way when you learn Spanish, you don't want to learn Spanglish. So I'm not going to teach you Hebrew English. Right? Bayat is home. Amath is truth. Right? So see if we can put the Holy Spirit in a search in the King James Version, the Old Testament. The Holy Spirit. I'm going to give an example of this. That's going to be a title, right? It should come up in a similar way where it says Ha Bayat, to say the house. Ha Bayat, and it's going to say Ha Amath. I don't know now. What I want to do is I want to compare this to the title because we have to go by the old path, right? Oh, you did it that way. Let me see if I can put it up in the scripture, right? Holy Spirit's going to come up with like Holy Ghost in the Bible, probably, right? Let me me see. Holy Spirit. Let me see what comes up here. Thy Holy Spirit. We vex His Holy Spirit. Take away 11. Anywhere in the Old Testament or just the New Testament?
That one is the New Testament.
Looking for Holy Spirit?
Yeah, looking for it as a title though. It's not coming up as a title. There's parts where it's talking about it. You know what I mean?
And you wanted the Old Testament?
Yeah, because the Old Testament has the Hebrew.
Yeah, you see it in all the New Testaments. I have them all. I don't have anything in the Old Testament. Holy Ghost, Holy Spirit.
Okay. Okay. So until then, right, until we can find some titles of what could a title be in the Old Testament, man? Oh no. Okay. So in the meantime, let's not do this, right, until we can get some more confirmation, and I'll just give you the regular talk. The regular talk. You're gonna put the of in the middle. It's gonna be house of truth, right? So bayah. Ma, I'm gonna put a dash to say that dash means is in the Hebrew. The preposition is written adjoined to the word, right? Bayaf, ma. Right now that is not formal, but that is regular, right? That's not a title. That's like you saying this is the home of truth. You know what I mean? Even that sounds like a title, but that's regular talk. When they put titles, right? It's going to say ha at the beginning of both of them. Like to say the King of Kings. That's another one too. We're going to find that in the Bible. Okay. They don't have it on this picture here. Right? We're going to find King of Kings. Is the we could even find a Hebrew New Testament somewhere. Okay, here's a Hebrew New Testament right here. Right? So let's get a scripture. Right, King of Kings. Okay. Thou art a King of Kings. Okay, let me see that one there. Okay, there's two.
You have Daniel chapter 2 verse 37.
Yeah, but that's not the King of Kings though. It's supposed to have the in there, right? The. King of Kings, KJV. Okay, 1 Timothy 6 is another one easier to write than that. Revelation 19:16. Okay, so let's go to Revelation 19:16. Okay. Okay, so here's the hopefully they got Revelations in here. The letter of Yah Kanan, that sounds like John. Oh, John the what? Ha Shana Yah. Okay, that's the Revelator, right? Okay, that can't be the Revelator. Hold on. Hold on. Let's check out 19. Let me see 19 here. Let's see what it says. 22, yes, it is. So 19, 16, right? 19. We're going to verse 16. Say it again. You got it right there. There we go. Right. So you can share that on the board for 1 second. Share it on the screen, select it, not the board. Share it on the screen. Right. Add at the stage. There we go. So we're gonna read that right in the Hebrew. Right, based on this book right here. Bring that back down. Bring it back to me. Okay. And we're in Revelations. This is how they're saying Revelations in here. If you can see it. That says so small. It says Hazawan. That Hazawan, I think, might be to say gaze. I can't remember, gaze. Like you gazing off into the distance. That Yahwakanan, that was the old way to say, they was trying to say John. Right? But even that, I'll say that spelling might be wrong. Because Commander Johanna's name was formed out of how the angels in the book of Luke said how to spell John. All right? That says Yahwakanan. I think they added a Y there. That might not be correct, right? No problem, right? But this is chapter 19. 19, and we're going to go to verse 16. All right? And we're going to read from right going on to the left. So we start from over here, like how the numbers in English is usually over here. But in the Hebrew, the numbers over here to say, to go according with the pattern or the protocol of how you read from right going on to the left. And the 16 will start after this colon right here. So when you see this colon right here, anything going before the colon, remember we start from the right. So anything before this way, right, will be before the verse 16. This colon right here means end of the last verse, which would be 15. So 16 starts here, right? And it says, Wa'il, right? But God should be a garment, right? Wa'il, why is and il is over, right? But God is garment, why is his, so his garment. Well, by the way, bad is part. That's not from here, right? But I'm telling you that part. Somebody said 2 pieces in a biscuit earlier. Piece in Hebrew is bad. Bad, right? Parts, piece, part, right? Okay, so Wa'il is and over, and Yarak. Yarak is your thigh. Yarak is your thigh. And at Wadi end means his. And over his thigh. Right? Kathab or Kathawab, right? Kathab means to write. That Y in there makes like an ing. Kathawab, writing. Right? And over his thigh, writing. Sham is name. Right? Name. Meaning it's not talking about his actual name, but title. Like a while ago, we read the other verse, short one, where they put Sham to say there, but he was naming the amount of things that was there, 20. Right? So this Sham right here, in our sense, is name, being that we speak English, but we name all kind of things. We put names to reputations. Where it's not actually your name, they just say that your name is, you are like the gorilla, but your name is not gorilla. And nobody better not call you gorilla. But they're going to say, you're like the gorilla of the boxing ring. Right? Right? And writing, name, Sham is name, like Bahashem, Malak. That ka is how you write the ka at the end of a word in Assyrian Hebrew. Right? Malak. And then we're going to go to Ha Malakium. Right? So it says name, king. The Ha is the. Ha is not of. Right? And then Malak is king again. Yom plural, Malakyam, right? And, what is and? Adan is Lord. The Lord that we say Adawan, the root word is Adan. Adan is the real word for Lord, right? Adanya, right? And then Ha is the Adan Yum, Lord of, well, that Yah sometimes in names and stuff like that, that Yah does come off like a of, but that Ha right there does not mean of. It means the, right? Adanyam. Wa Adanya Ha Adanyam. Lord of the lords. Right? And King, the kings. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say it's a little tricky. Because translated into English, right? It's not a good example. It's not a good example, right? But there's another instance where they wrote Ha on both of them. Right? And I got to go by what's in here, right? Good. No problem, right? Good. So, King of Kings. So in English, go back to the English again. Right? Put the English up there. Okay. Go back down to 16. Yeah, nice and big so everyone can see it and share the page. Okay, good. Scroll down 16. Okay. Right. There we go. King of Kings and Lord of Lords. It doesn't even say the in there. Oh, using Spain. Okay, there we go. It doesn't even say the kings at all. It doesn't say the lords. But in the Hebrew, right, it's showing a different, manner of how we write. That's why I say it's a little tricky. It's a little tricky. You know what I mean? And I want to get the Hebrew culture. I don't want to get the English culture. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I told you about I didn't want to just put it out there, say we got to check. And even though we checked, I'm still not sure. You see what I'm saying? But you get the idea. At least I was able to show you, right? I was able to show you King of Kings, right? Malak, Ha Malakyam, and Lord of Lords, Adan Ya Ha Adanyam, right? King, the kings, and Lord of the lords. That's how it was written in Hebrew. Do you talk like that in English? No. All right. So that's the thing that we're working with here to try to figure out a standard of how to say things. Home of the truth. I can't. These are two different words. Those were two of the same words. I need more examples before I can give you a definite yes or no. All right. Good. And with that, I pass the class to priest and officer of 1,000. Trotazar.
Clap it up. ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK. Start off with 1 West on 125th Street, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Routes from new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only.
Hold up. Okay, so keep going. I see some good examples came from the board there, on the thing there. Yeah, go ahead.
They'll be saluted only. They are here to share themselves up of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he and she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There is another 6-month period in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3 and 8 through 10 means 10 in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High give you, give the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation is the Feast of First Fruit, June 17th. Let me see. Announce the Holy Convocation. Okay. Reminder Akim Akwathem to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headbands, and scarf. And with that, man of Israel, we're going to give him a courtesy salute. Man of Israel Majum, which means to stand. Amar Shabbat, Amajum, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yashar Rakatham. Yazmatah, class dismissed.
I know how you Allah. Those are good examples, Nahari Allah, right? And who else? Man of war, man of the fields. Okay, I looked those up. Those were written without the or of. All right? But for sure, check it up into your own time, man. Use your diligence and check things out, all right? And bring it up next week, all right? Let's continue the conversation. Don't let it end here, all right? And let's remember all that we learned today and carry it on to next week. Shalom.